Welcome to Mission SONlight. During this fourth quarter of 2009, we have been learning more about the Soth Pacific Division. There is a strong tradition of missionary spirit in this division. Many have sacrificed with not only their time and money, but for some, their very lives to tell the story of Jesus. Having resources available for schools in the South Pacific can be difficult. A newly designed picture roll plan called Flip for Jesus is one of the projects that will be funded from the 13th Sabbath offering this quarter. Children and teachers in Australia tested the new flip charts in their Sabbath school for our cameras.
We're hoping to produce enough flip charts to resource every Sabbath school in Papua New Guinea and the islands of the Pacific. So those islands would include islands like Tonga, Fiji, Solomon Islands, Kiribati, and Vanuatu.
Teachers, parents, and students in the Sabbath school classes are meeting this project with much enthusiasm.
When I go out to run a branch Sabbath school, that flip chart is very important. Straight away I've got the picture and a memory verse that goes with the picture or the meaning of the picture. The children that see it get a great benefit from it.
Many children in these villages are seeing their first picture of Jesus. Some are hearing their first Bible story. The pictures and verses of these tools need to be attractive and appealing to this culture, where cell phones, satellite TV, and CD players are appearing.
As a parent, I think the flip chart resource is a very important part of our Sabbath school class. One of the reasons being we don't have many resources here in Fiji, and the flip chart is one way of getting the children to understand more about the Bible and the stories that they hear in the Sabbath school classes. We can't afford to have videos in all our Sabbath school classes, so the flip chart is one of the very important resources.
The Bible comes alive to children and adults through this ministry medium.
It will enable them to have a beautiful picture for every lesson in the 2-year cycle of the kindergarten. We've already taken some of these up through Papua New Guinea and the Pacific, and the children are just engrossed because they have never had anything to focus their study of the Bible before.
The chart will have 3 components for each lesson it covers. It will feature a picture that goes along with the story. There will be a message point as well as a memory verse for each lesson.
Do you realise how important the flip chart is to our students, our children, our beginners, and our parents and teachers? When they see the flip chart, the light bulb goes on. Why? Because straight away, the picture on the flip chart speaks to their heart. And the messages on that flip chart can often say more than the teacher says in the lesson. It's a great reminder to the child what the story's about. It prompts their memory for their memory verse. And when we go out to run our branch Sabbath schools, we take that flip chart with us. It's an instant resource without carting too much baggage around, especially when we go to the villages where there are very little resources.
Simplicity and to-the-point messages are part of the attractive features of the Flip for Jesus charts.
I think picture roll is one of the most simple way to convey the message, to get the message across to the children, to understand more about the Word of God, and to help their learning ability and help them in their growth in the church.
We've found over the years that material which is very visual in nature is very helpful for our churches, for our schools, in order to be able to present the Bible stories in such a way as the young people, and for that matter the older people, can readily see the pictures, experience the Bible story through the visual medium. And so we're very excited by the possibility of being able to gain some assistance from the whole world to help our people in these isolated communities throughout the South Pacific be able to share the story of Jesus.
We won't know the eternal impact of these charts this side of heaven. But just imagine, if these charts are not available, how many little faces might be missing as we stand together casting our crowns at the feet of Jesus.
I want to say thank you very much for the 13th Sabbath offering that has been collected in producing these picture rolls to help benefit our Sabbath school department as a whole in our churches. Thank you very much.
Leading a child to Christ through the Flip for Jesus program is cheap enough when you consider the eternal value. What will your 13th Sabbath offering be on December 26th? How many Flip for Jesus charts will you send to be used in the islands of the South Pacific? The children are counting on you. Will you sacrifice something this month to share Jesus with them? Reporting from the South Pacific Division, this is Mission SONlight.